Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Baz, WELDERFABBER, and today is the 14th of November, Thursday the 14th of November, 4:30 AM in the morning. Me and Callum are just about to head up to Scotland to Inverness Way, Aviemore. So it's about 330 miles and a 5.5 hour drive. And we're going to do some work for Sean Williamson, who we did an episode for probably 12 months ago now, and we're going to do very much the same job, because when we went up last time we took the centre bearing out of the little dumper, and the housing for the centre bearing was all worn away and it needed to be replaced. So this time we're doing a full hit and replacing the full housing, as you will see when we get there. So we're not going to take Bella Blue, we're going to take little Annie, so we can go a little bit faster, get there a little bit quicker, and not only that, both me and Callum can drive this van, whereas Callum can't drive Bella Blue. Alright, so we'll take it in turns driving. We're going to stay up there tonight. We're going to have a night in Inverness with Sean, and then we'll do another day's work for him tomorrow, and then head back and get back Friday night, hopefully. So yeah, let's get on the road and start this episode. So we're 60 miles away now, 5 hours in. We're just travelling north on the A9 up towards Inverness, following the nav. I mean, back in the day when I was 18, I used to come to Scotland most weekends, and part of the fun was mapping it out on a map to plan your journey. And I used to work on coal mines, for those guys that don't know. I used to work on open cast coal mines for a company called Rackwood Colliery and Bayford Mining back in the day. Working on treble sevens and Owen KRX 120s, 90s, Owen KRX 6, all back actors back in the day, and many other size dump trucks on the coal mines. But it is always better to travel north than south. I mean, the scenery is just so much better going north, and the traffic is always so much better. We're 5 hours in now, and only been slightly stopped for 10 minutes, were we? Yeah, got stuck in 10 minutes with traffic, so not too bad. We should arrive around 10 past 11, and then we'll show you the job, the little dumper, and then get stuck into it straight away for Sean. Right, so we've just landed Williamson Groundworks, and what a trek, 6.5 hours that just took us. And this is the main reason why we're here. The centre bearing here. So it's worn the plate away, and the bearing has dropped out underneath, and it's actually touching the prop shaft. So we have been here before, and the last time we came we just changed this bearing and welded a new plate on. Alright, and this bit was actually mushroomed, should I say egg shaped, and that bottom piece was worn away on one side, so we tried building it up a little bit, and then sat that bearing back in, but we needed that and that. Couple of grease nipples going there. So now we can split it apart, cut that out and re-weld that in, and then replace this section as well on that. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not full of beans after driving for 6.5 hours. You, Cal? No. No. So what we'll do, we'll take the skip, get a couple of jacks under it, disconnect the prop shaft, disconnect a couple of hoses and the brake pipe, and split it apart. We'll get a little camera set up now and time lapse a little bit of it. Sean's got some blocks out ready for us, that's good. Sean, how you doing, mate?
Good to see you again.
Good to see you. You alright?
Really?
I thought you'd have had it stripped ready for us when we got it, yeah?
Well, I didn't want to leave it too easy for you.
So you got a couple of buckets for us to do a few jobs on as well?
Get strapped a wee bit of work on that ripper tooth.
Yeah.
And I've got some other buckets I'll take in as well for you.
Right.
So that'll be good.
So you're giving us a lift today with this, yeah?
Yeah.
Like last time?
Yep.
Good man. So I'm thinking, Cal, first of all, overalls on, and we'll get the spanners out. So we're just splitting it apart now. Just takes half an hour to split one of these. And you can see what we're up against now. How badly worn that is in there. And also this part here. So we're going to clean this plate up. We brought the little Sabre plasma with us, so we'll use that for cutting out. We've got a piece of 12mm plate that we can use for that top plate. And that what's welding in there with the grease nipples. If you look where the grease nipples are, one there and there'll be one there. Excuse me. So on here the grease nipples are there. You can see the little ports where they come out on the inside here to run into the bearing. So what we'll do, we'll just cast these bolts off here, get this top plate off out the way. I'll use that as my template to mark round, and we'll cut right through that with the gas. Rather than trying to gouge that weld off top and bottom, we might as well just cut right through it with the gas. We've got that flushed off now, so we can put a chalk line round. One thing to remember, if you've not done one of these before yourself, and you are going to do one, remember your grease points here have to come out where I've chalk line there. If you just put that on round there, then you're not going to get to your grease ports once it's all back together. So that's the most important bit with this bit here, getting them two grease points in the right spot, like that. I'll gas this bit out, as the plasma won't cut through that thick, whereas the plasma will cut through that no problem. Got a feel for it. strong grinder, can't we? Big grinder this. Round that off. Right, so now that we've gas cutted out the big lump, still a bit round. Ooh, look at that snug fit. Beautiful. But it's just catching in one spot there, which is good because we'll let it catch so that we can level it up nice. So that wants to be in the middle. Say, without putting a ruler on it, somewhere about there. Flying. 1 hour. Now we've got this section cut out. Clean that up. That bottom boss is alright. We'll mark out on a new plate. So it's all chewed up. So it's like counterboard, that, can you see? So that lip wants to sit up against there, like that. So we need to cut that outer circle out for that to sit in nice and flush, and cut on the outside of this chalk line for it to sit back in the dumper nice and true, so that pin will run in the centre, as you'll see shortly. So we're getting there now. Got this side all welded up. Pin goes through nice and freely. That last weld to put on there now, then we'll start putting it back together. Enough on there, Cal? Yeah. Enough on that?
Do you want me to take you that bakery again?
Is it open? Yeah. So we're just having a little sweep up before we put it back together. The bearing sat in nicely then. whilst it was nice and hot, just slotting nice and easy. Little lick of paint on top of that. Now we'll pull it up, connect it back up. Should you be camera shy there, Sean? Huh? Got the same jacket as me. Cool, them jackets, aren't they?
Good,
huh? Ellie Hansen jackets.
Ellie Hansen.
Proper jacket.
Especially in the Scottish Highlands.
I will have a new set of merch coming out very soon, in the next couple of weeks hopefully. I'll let you know when it comes out. Time is it, Cal? 4:45. Yeah. That's alright then. 12-hour shift. We're going to stay in Scotland tonight. Nice, easy little job. So that's the dumper complete. This is the following day. We had a stay over in a luxury hotel, £35 a night. Cheers for that, Sean. Oh my word, dog barking next door all night. Right, that's the dumper boxed off, no problem. So today we've got some buckets to strap, just some little 8-ton buckets. I think there's about 4 or 5 to do. Small one, a ditcher, a few more digs. We want some more wear strips on that tilt bucket there. And then we can get back on the road, back home. I think he just wants that pin sorting out on this little ripper. So only a couple of hours work this morning really, and then we can get ourselves back down south, because it's Friday. And Friday is never a good day to travel anywhere, is it? North or south, up and down the country. So we'll get these boxed off and then we'll get on the road. Right, Cal? Right, I'm just going to leave Callum welding these buckets whilst me and Sean nip round to look at a loading shovel that's maybe needs line boring, and then he wants us to go and look at a screener that he wants us to make a bit of a frame. I'll show you that when we get there. So whilst we're up in Scotland, Sean wants us to look at this little loading shovel he's got, a 416 JCB. And he's got a lot of movement within the link arms and these rams. You see all the wear. Just keep moving it, Sean. So every pin and eye on this end of these loader arms, because it's a quick release bucket, as that bucket can come off dead easy. I'm thinking, look at the beautiful scenery. I'd love to live in Scotland, you know. I'd love to live in Scotland. Sean, you ever thought about expander pins?
Yeah.
Have you?
It would be good.
Yeah. Right.
On your videos, so
Yeah.
I wondered if they would work.
Yeah. So I'm thinking I might give me guys at Expander a call to see if they actually do pins for these. Other than that, it's a case of line boring and rebushing and welding and stuff. I like to try and get Expander pins out there a little bit, get them known, because I know although they've been out many years, not many people actually do know about them. You know, they actually ring me and ask me about them all the time. So this could be another job that we use Expander pins on. At a later date, obviously. So we'll get back to putting the straps on the buckets. Sean's also got a little McCluskey R70. A little screener. And And what are you thinking, Sean?
So I was thinking if we could make a frame that you could reverse the machine under as like a tipping grid, so you could load oversized material and you would get 3 clean products.
Yeah, so basically you want some grizzly bars.
Yeah, exactly.
Above the feed hopper, you know.
Yes, aye.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, so a standalone frame.
Yeah. Something modular that could be.
That's quite a good idea.
Yeah, modular that could be, you know, easily unpinned so that it was easy for transport and stuff.
Yeah. So to maybe basically take them wings off the top of the hopper there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And back it under it.
Yeah.
So then you get in, so it'll pull your oversize off before it drops into the feed
so
hopper.
we'd maybe make them like 100mm spacing, so you would get, you know, 100 oversize and then whatever the smaller products were you were needing.
Yeah, so basically what Sean's saying here is he's basically putting a little bit of a pre-screen grizzly bars above the feed hopper here before the material drops into the machine, and then all the oversize will drop off the back end. Is that what you want?
Yeah, the oversize will come off the back end and then you would have, you know, your bigger product off the front.
Right. Yeah, we could have a measure up.
Maybe even on the
Something else we could do.
on the back of the frame have like a steel plate so that you were taking it away.
Yeah. So what Sean's just saying there is we could put a steel plate coming down to the floor, so the loading shovel could run up to the machine basically, up to the steel plate and up and away with the material, rather than the loading shovel pushing the material under the back end of the screen area. Another good idea, Sean. So it'll have to be quite a substantial frame.
Yeah, definitely.
To be a standalone frame, and
WELDERFABBER standard will be alright.
WELDERFABBER standard. Yeah. Everybody seems to want a WELDERFABBER standard. People ring me up, ask me all the time for advice on stuff, how I would do it. Probably because I always over-engineer stuff, really. Yeah, that's something we can look at, Sean. No problem at all. So we will be coming back up here at some point, early next year probably.
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah. So now that we've bent the flat bars round with the gas, we'll just 6 weld them on. So as we're welding outside here now, and there's a little bit of wind, just turn the gas up. Turn the gas up. We're going to turn right up here, can you see? Plenty in the bottle. So one good thing about coming out in Annie, Callum's van, one, I wanted to see what the mileage was like with the new tyres on, and believe me, it drains the fuel. Probably getting about 30-40 miles less to a tank having them tyres on, which I'm not bothered about, but I just wanted to see what mileage it'd do. Two, I wanted to see how Callum worked out of his van, which he pretty much works exactly the same as I do, because I've taught him it that way. And three, how easy it is to work out of a 3.5 ton van, because I'm used to working out of a 5 ton van. I must admit, it is much easier in the 5 ton van, but it is much quicker getting to jobs in the little van, as we would have been stuck at 56 mile an hour in blue. Well, you're struggling then, son.
I'm back after a really bad night's sleep.
Yeah, kid got woke up last night, poor lad. Bless him.
I can't walk though.
Bless the little lad. I nearly swapped rooms with you as well, didn't I?
Good job you didn't. I think you might have killed him.
Cal ended up getting double bed, I got 2 singles. Well, that's all the buckets now wrapped up. That's all we're doing. One of them big ones there. And the other thing you can see lying around in the yard. Most importantly, this job is done, all greased up, ready to go back to work. And the other most important bit is, in fact, he's got a bit of a new look about him, hasn't he, Cal? Huh? Where have you just been?
Inverness.
He's just nipped out, yes. I'm just nipping out to get my hair done. about 2 hours.
I don't want to look scruffy on camera. You see me get right skin fade.
90 mile round trip.
Basically, yeah.
90 mile round trip to get your hair cut.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway,
how lucky you are.
yeah, I know, yeah. It was very quiet in that town last night, I must admit. Very quiet. Right, so you happy with that, son?
I know, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you for
So the last time we were here, we didn't have that block, like I mentioned, and you know, we won't have any issues. We knew it'd only last so long. You know what I mean?
That was the right job.
Yeah. And the other most important thing is that it's paid. So we'll be having the Zero app on my phone. You can invoice whilst you're on the move and get paid. People might think, why you keep going on about it? But I'm only going on about it to the people who really are coming into the trade and basically learning. You know, I'm trying to tell you, make sure you get paid. Although Sean could have had credit, no problem, because I know him. Don't need where you wanted to pay anyway. Better just paying, you get it out of there. Everybody should be the same.
No, 100%.
You know.
There's supposed to be so much better.
Yeah. Alright, mate.
Thank you very much.
So we've now got a 7-hour drive home. Alright, I'll call us. I'm going to have a little snooze.
We should get some cakes to keep you going.
Yeah. So we'll end this little episode here and now. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. Please hit that like button if you like what you see. And hit that little notification bell. And we'll catch you on the next one.